Hello and welcome to another testing new makeup video. You guys, the lull in the new makeup releases, it's over. Summer releases are hot. I have gone to Ulta and Sephora so many freaking times this month, it's crazy. It's too much. And the problem with going in store is that I see older things that I know that I've been wanting, and then I get to swatch them, and then I'm like, well, they have to come with me now. So we don't have a ton of new stuff, but we do have a new complexion product, which I figured some of you might be interested in. So let me go over what we have for today's try on. We're gonna do a full day's wear test. I feel like this camera's still crooked. There we go, now I'm center. I'll do check-ins for you, etc, etc. It's hot and I'm gonna be outside today, so we'll put it to the test. It's the smoothing and blurring foundation from Benefit. It's called the POREfessional foundation. Interesting. The shade range or like undertones in this in store were atrocious. So I'm trepidatious. All right, this I saw release and I was like, I absolutely do not need this. I'm not gonna get it. And then when I saw it in store, I was like, what is this putty deliciousness? It's the Glow La La Velvet Gleam Illuminator. It's basically Benefit's new highlighter. I actually went there for this, the new Natasha Denona High Sculpt Liquid Bronzer. And I swatched this. Shade range in this does not look bad. I actually am really excited to try that. I got this and I wasn't going to get it. Like, ooh, the in-store thing. I gotta stop doing that. The Magic Touch Blush Trio from ABH. I got the peach color story. I actually swatched them and then rubbed them all together because they're 3 different shades, but the shades all swirled together were super beautiful. So I was like, frick. But while I was in the Natasha Denona section, I always struggled to say Natasha Denona. 2 things I actually had on my loves list were the powder foundation from Natasha Denona. I use this for setting my makeup. We will put this on top of the POREfessional today, typically because if it's humid and I'm going to be spending time outside, I'll use a heavier powder anyway, or I'll use a powder foundation. That's typically how I do it to like lock it down. I have some of my favorite powder foundations that come out during the summertime. I'm combo skin and it's a freaking heat advisory today, so honestly it benefits the benefit for me to put something heavier on top of it. And then also the Hygen Skincare Infused Glow, it's the highlighter essentially from Natasha Denona. I also had the ABH one that's been out for a while, pretty much like the same time as this, in my bag, and then I was like, put it back, you only need one of them. The Natasha one is more putty-like. It just looked prettier and more natural than 2 releases from MAC. These I also went into store for. So it was essentially like the Natasha Denona, the new foundation, and then these 2 lip releases from MAC. So we got the Lip Glazer, the glossy lip liner. I have already tried this, and to pair with it, sorry, I didn't like show you, I got it in red. I actually started with like a mauve or kind of neutrally shade, and then I was like, don't do what you do all the time. So then I decided I'm gonna pair it with a red gloss because I love red glosses. Non-sticky gloss, the MAC Lipglass. You guys, I will be putting timestamps in the description box in case you want to skip ahead to any particular product, as I always try and do. Because I don't have to take off foundation and put it back on again today, we're gonna jump right into the POREfessional foundation. All right, the POREfessional Blurring and Smoothing Foundation with Niacinamide. So those of you who don't like it, it's probably already out for you. It comes in 40 different shades, and ultimately this would be a good shade range, and also the undertones are there. I mean, you've got cool, neutral, warm, neutral peach, light warm, warm peach. Like, it's a good shade range and undertone. The problem for me was when I got there, the undertones just didn't match when I was like pumping them on the back of my hand. It was like things they were saying neutral just looked too yellow, and then the things that they were saying were like light were just too light. So I hope I got a good shade. I got mine in 5C Confident, which is light cool, and I think it's going to be a good match, maybe more to my neck than my face, but the next shade from that was 6W, which is light warm. So that wasn't going to work, and that's the very next shade. And then the one before that is 4N, which is Fair Neutral Peach. So I feel like there's some things missing here. And again, swatching it in store, it was a little tricky. All right, so this retails for $47. I told you guys it comes in 40 shades. It says that it is a blurring non-comedogenics foundation with medium weightless coverage with niacinamide that improves the look of pores and skin over time. I mean, what draws me to this obviously is going to be like the blurring part, and that it's supposed to be a lightweight formula that's medium coverage and a little bit long lasting. So it's pore refining, 24-hour long wearing, and hydrating. So I'm not just buying it to buy it. I really do think this might be a foundation that works for me. I will say I don't think I've ever tried a Benefit foundation, ever. Honestly, is this my first one? I think it might be. It's formulated with rosehip extract and glycerin. Buildable, fade-proof coverage, feels comfortable on the skin all day long. Hefty price tag, not gonna lie. Standard 1 fluid ounce. Made in Italy though, hey. I really am trying to rack my brain to decide, have I tried a Benefit foundation before? I feel like they don't have a ton of releases. This is the packaging. It's kind of cute. Kind of cute. I like it. All right, let's see how lightweight this is. I kind of remember this being a little bit of a whipped texture when I was swatching it, you know, so I don't know how lightweight it is. No, it's runny. Can't shake it. It's like all the way to the top essentially. But yeah, see, does that look cool? That's not cool. That is not light cool. This might be light neutral. I don't know. Maybe it is cool. It looks like light neutral to me, guys. And maybe even on the yellow side. Like, you guys tell me in your experience, is this kind of a little bit on the yellow side to you? It doesn't look light cool. Now this feels very lightweight, but it also feels matte. You know, like you just get that sense that it's gonna be a more matte foundation, and then there it is blent in. It also kind of gives the impression that it's going to dry pretty quickly. Let's get this hair out of here. Hair be gone. All right, let's start with half the face, and I'm gonna do, can you guys see? That much right there, and see how much coverage it starts out with. This mirror is not in the right place. Excuse me. I'm telling you, this looks like light peach. Like, this does not look light cool. I was telling the lady at the counter, I was like, she's like, oh, you got the new foundation. And I was like, yeah, but the freaking shade range looks atrocious. I was like, the undertones don't look good at all. And she was like, well, if you don't like it, you can bring it back. I mean, I guess I don't know what else she was supposed to say, but I was kind of like, okay, thank you. I mean, that is nice of them to let you know that there's like a return policy. Oh gosh, that's beautiful. Stop it already. Stop it. Stop it. I am going to apply this with just a brush, not a sponge today. That's really pretty. What do I say? What do I say? You know, it's not super matte looking. It's kind of a natural finish, which I loved how it didn't tell me what the finish was gonna be. Oh, it says it on the box, but it doesn't say it on Ulta's website. All right, medium buildable coverage, natural matte finish. I see it, I do see it. 24-hour long wear, all day pore blurring, non-comedogenic, waterproof and transfer proof, feels weightless and looks seamless. You tell me, have you guys ever tried a Benefit foundation? Has it been fabulous? What do you think? This looks really pretty. I do see that it's blurring, and I see that it's a natural matte finish. Natural matte finishes, when they're done right, they usually are a pretty hydrating formula, but they tend to kind of stick to the face a lot more. Not necessarily that they're like super hard to blend out, and they take a second to dry down, so that, I don't know, they kind of stick to the face. That kind of helps them. The way that they're maybe a little bit more tacky, can you kind of see like that, a little bit of glossiness? It helps them really to stay. This is a kind of formula that I would really like, you know, something that is straight up medium, really pretty lightweight, easy to blend in, really blurring. You know, a lot of foundations claim a lot of things. Some of them are so off, it's not even funny. I mean, at least on my skin type, certain foundations and even favorite ones of mine, when they have like a description and you're like, well, that's not what it does. Not even close. I have said this before. I'll be recommending foundations to people like at work based on what I know their skin type is, and they'll look it up and they'll be like, ooh, why would you recommend that? I'm like, just trust me. All right, the one thing that I'm noticing with this is that it's pretty thick around like my nose area. It kind of looks like it didn't sink in super duper well. So I do want to get a sponge and just like pat out that area so we don't get separation. I'm literally just taking a clean sponge. There's nothing on it. I just pulled it out of my clean drawer. And I really just want to pat around this area. I would say this is more full coverage, you guys. I don't think I put on a lot. You know, it was a whole pump spread throughout the face. I did about half a pump on either side. I really do think this is more full coverage instead of medium. So far, I really love this. It was lightweight. It was super easy to blend in. It is very blurring and the coverage is perfect. So I really do think that this works for me. I'm having a little bit of trouble believing that it's light cool. You know, my cool foundations, they're almost gray leaning. Like a perfect example would be the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream. In those cool shades, they're really cool. And I mean, they just blend in with the skin. This, I still feel like, is very neutral. It's a very neutral shade. This is not light cool. I wear light neutral, so I think this works for me, but I don't think they nailed the undertones in the shade range or in the shades that they put out. Oh my gosh, you guys, by the way, I went to a different Ulta that was in like 2 cities, 3 cities over, because it was closer to my work, and they had everything, like the Natasha display, Dior display, Pat McGrath display. I was like, how did I not know this one existed? I've been going to the one, like if I go in store in the one in my city, but it's like super duper limited. Like they even had Persona in store at this one. I just get so disappointed that for such a metro area that I live in, I just miss out on a lot of the in-store releases. Like I can't go and swatch a lot of stuff. I mean, they only recently put an Ulta in my city and they don't even have a Sephora here. I'd have to go like half an hour away. I'm telling you guys, I live in a, you know, pretty metro area for that to be the situation. Get your shit together. All right, let's go on into this bronzer, you guys. This is the High Sculpt Liquid Bronzer from Natasha. I loved the shade range in this, guys. All of them were out on display for me to swatch and test, and I think they have some really good shades for like fair to super duper deep skin tones. There is 7 shades, which is great for a bronzer. Don't you guys think like you should probably make 7 shades period ever? This retails for $36. It's supposed to be a hybrid serum infused innovation. Its Grip Tech pigments deliver an ultra blurred natural matte medium buildable finish for water resistant all day wear. Oh my gosh, I love this. Sodium hyaluronate. This mistake proof formula supports skin hydration for a fresh weightless feel. Guys, reading these, sometimes I get so tongue tied. It doesn't have preservatives, mineral oil, parabens, or UV filter. Okay, so short and long-term hydration, sodium hyaluronate, and Grip Tech pigments. So that natural matte medium buildable finish for water resistant all day wear is fabulous. I got mine in the lightest shade, which is Fair Light. It's in Bamboo. Here she is. It's a nice glass bottle. I mean, she looks pretty, I'm not gonna lie. The swatch on this was fabulous. I was like, ooh, I wish I could put this on my face right this minute. Oh guys, I'm just starving. I'm gonna have to eat something. All right, let me pump out enough that I can do a swatch and like honestly just pick it up with my hand. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put on the powder. Okay, let me do that. Here's the swatch. Isn't that fabulous? A liquid bronzer that isn't too warm. And this formula feels, oh, just super duper fabulous. I think this is gonna be a real favorite of mine. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten it to the face, but we're just making assumptions over here. You know why I moved on to this bronzer? Because I looked up Natasha and it was literally the first thing that popped up was the bronzer, so I just jumped right into it. All right, this is the High Glam Powder Foundation. This one comes in 36 shades, which is cray cray. It retails for $55. Ooh! Following the success of her viral High Glam Concealer sensation, Natasha introduces her High Glam Powder Foundation. This blurring Flex Tech hybrid powder delivers a poreless, oil-controlled, perfected second skin finish while caring for your skin. Available 36 shades. So this is hydrating feel with a matte finish. It's silky and blendable. It's a flexible formula. It's lightweight and comfortable, natural finish, wide shade range, and medium buildable coverage. That's fabulous. They put bullet points for me to read like I need in my life. I need those bullet points. Like, don't tell me all the highlighted shit all in this like super long ass description. This is expensive though, 55 bucks? Shit. I needed it though, because natural matte finish powder foundations are they're just my cup of tea. And honestly, like I probably should skip out on others because I just don't use them as much as I do products like this. And I had my eye on it too. What shade is this? N1. So this actually comes with, you know, like a little puffy thing right here. Here is the shade. I mean, guys, look how silky smooth that looks. Is swatching it gonna do any good? Oh yes, and the reason that I ended up getting this, I did swatch it and I was like, oh, that feels absolutely smooth and fabulous. I think that's pretty light for me. Now it's gonna kind of be like a brightening powder in N1. All right, I'm gonna use my own puffy. I'm still getting like a slight glow from this foundation, you know, it's natural matte. It is pretty, but it's a little bit of a more full coverage foundation. So honestly, guys, moving forward, I would put this on with a sponge. I would not use a brush unless you really wanted like glam ass coverage. It was a lot. I don't understand how I can wear a product like this just to set me down, but like it's a whole ass powder foundation. Do you guys like use stuff like this all on their own? Or is everyone who's buying this just have like combo to oily skin? They're using it as setting powder. I must know. Blurring, beautiful. Oh, I don't even match my chest and my neck anymore because my face looks so freaking smooth. I have no freckles left. Thank you, ma'am. All right, I will say I hate these little spongies, but I think they're good if you're really gonna use it as like powder foundation because this feels like sticky. So if you're like pouncing it in and then kind of doing this as an application for the powder foundation, it's probably fine. So far, this looks miraculous on my skin and precisely what I need for before setting myself down in the summertime. We're taking a week-long vacation. It's like a staycation. We're still staying here in Florida, but we're going somewhere we haven't gone before because there's a shit ton of places in Florida that are, you know, like super touristy. A lot of times when we go places, we leave the state. So anyway, this is something that I might take with us because we're gonna be walking a lot. I know I did that to my poor family in the freaking end of July in Florida. But you know, when you're working full time, sometimes that's just the way it works out. I'm loving what's going on. I'm loving this. I'm a poreless princess right now. Poreless princess. And now we're gonna move back into the bronzer, and I don't need to give you guys any more details. We're just gonna go, not right there because I have foundation. We're just gonna go straight into the cheekaroonies. I'm so excited for this. Back of the hand. I always have like some left over on my finger, so we might as well just, you know what? We might as well just do this everywhere and then blend it in. I bet you this is gonna blend just fine. Fluffy angled brush, pounce, pounce, pounce. Natural matte finish, remember. Shouldn't be like too glistening, but not flat looking. I love this shade. You know, Natasha was right. I didn't love the concealer from Natasha. You know, I could see why a lot of people would, and I thought it was good. I mean, I still have it. I'm saying it like it's not here, but it's a little bit hydrating, you know, maybe a little bit more thick than I can currently handle. It's just a texture thing. So it was like sinking into my fine lines. It wasn't dry, it was really hydrating. It's just the sinking into my fine lines wasn't great. And I did try and sheer it out, but still. I am struggling with the under eyes right now, which I had told you guys, is this not gorgeous? And like not orange, but still bronzy. And that was like super duper easy. It's very natural looking. It's got a little bit of glossiness to it, you know? It's not like matte. That's nice. Oh, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Okay, Natasha, you're doing it. You're killing it, girl. All right, a lot of people are ragging on the ABH bronzers, but I didn't think they were terrible. It just doesn't go deep enough. That's kind of it. It felt like a really delicious, very soft formula when I was in store swatching it. I think though that I was like, you know what? I can pass on this. It's 7 colors, which I said is kind of what you need. It was just not a big enough jump between them. So we may see ABH like do a shade extension. I know they're getting like quite a bit of hate for it. Let's move on to this Magic Touch Blush Trio, which, can I be honest with you? I was not gonna get this, and then I did, damn it. It was just the swatch in store. So this only comes in 3 different color stories. The one that I got is in peach. It's carnation pink, cool pink, and mauve put together. It retails for 38 bucks. Everything is so expensive. Multi-purpose cream formula for cheeks and lips, features a silky, gel-like texture that seamlessly blends with a soft blurred finish for a flawless natural look. Go sheer to bold with buildable, versatile shades that can be worn individually or paired together to customize your perfect flush. And they're not wrong. Like individually, I probably wouldn't have picked any one of these shades, but swirled together, they were so nice. So look, they did like bullet points for me again. I love this. Non-greasy, non-drying cream texture, instantly grips to skin or makeup. Silky, high pigment cream blush with a weightless, blurred matte finish. Spherical powders provide a soft focus effect and cloud-like feel. Buildable intensity for soft washes of color to high impact. Luxe portable packaging for at-home or travel, and kit-friendly for pros. Easy to apply and blend using a brush, fingertips, or a sponge. It has that spherical powder and pomegranate oil. I think they just used cheap packaging and then decided to call it travel friendly. That's what they did here. I mean, I'm not saying it's like cheap, you know, but it's like fully plastic. It's a nice way to say it's travel friendly. Anyway, let's move on from that. Here are the 3 shades. See how this one in what they're calling mauve, by the way, this one is cool pink and this is carnation pink, which is so weird. I don't know, this doesn't look cool to me. And this doesn't look mauve, it looks berry. Anyway, when I swirl them all together, they were really nice. Let me do them individually so you guys can see. This one's the cool pink. I don't know, it kind of looks like warm pink to me. Mauve looks straight up berry. Tell me it doesn't. And then this one right here is the carnation pink. Let me just swatch them. 1, 2, 3. I don't know that I love them all on their own. Only this one I think I would wear on its own. This one's too bright for me. I've been buying a lot of blush like this lately and I don't know. I don't need more. This looks berry again and not mauve, but watch when I swirl them all together. It's kind of pretty. It's kind of pretty. I maybe swatched a little bit more of that, like what they're calling cool pink, to kind of get this color, but it's kind of pretty. So I'm gonna put a butt end of a sponge in. Hold up. It definitely is kind of like the same vibe. We're just doing like a natural matte finish all day today, which is great. Let's pounce one in, pounce in the other, pounce in the mauve at the end, pounce, 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 pounce. This is just making a mess now, but honestly it's mine and I don't care because I'll probably use it this way every single time. Oh damn. Oh damn, that's so pretty. Oh damn. Damn, that's pretty. I am not hating on this. The only thing I don't love with like trios like this, you guys, is that is there enough for every single skin tone? Maybe. The one that I got I think would kind of be considered in the middle. Peach is like medium skin tone, and then like the super pink is the cool tone pink, candy pink, and soft pink. There's no way that can't be just for light skin tones. Not that medium skin tones couldn't use the light one. I'm just kind of saying that's what it seems like. But what I started to say is why I don't like these freaking trios is what if 2 shades don't work for you? What if 2 shades you don't like? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that often happens to me. So like that kit friendly, it might be good for makeup pros, you know? Like someone who really does want to just dip in to one color but have like a wheel that has multiple, and that's fine and dandy. But I think most people that are buying her product, I probably have to say like the majority of us consumers are just buying it for personal use. That's my guess, and it's honestly, it's probably pretty accurate. So anyway, the formula is fabulous. I just have a gripe anytime they come out with trios like this because not always do the shades work. I might try these individually, but this is so pretty put together and none of them are too pigmented, and it's like this perfectly natural matte finish. Holy shit. Everything today is so freaking solid. And I don't hate the packaging. Like, you know, I said cheap and you call it travel friendly, but if there's a way for me to like make a spin on finding grapes with something, I mean, leave it to me. I'll do it. Stop it. Stop. It's so pretty. I hate it so much. It's so pretty. All right, you guys, let's go into the Natasha Hygiene Beautifier because why would I buy it and not go over it with you guys, even though it's not new? I'm sorry. You know, honestly, I backed off buying a lot of her eyeshadow palettes, but I have to say, like, her shit on my face right now is legit. Like if she comes out with a new foundation, you know, not just a powder foundation, like I'm all over it. I realize like she makes some beautiful ass makeup. She really does. All right, the Hygen Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier. I said blow. This comes in 4 different shades. The packaging on this is nice too. It's $48 freaking dollars. I can't believe I spent that. Fucking store. Its bouncy face highlighter transforms her Hygen primer serum into a multifunctional talc-free powder form. Okay. Enriched with skin-loving ingredients, it leaves the skin with a silky soft touch and natural luminous finish. Glow from within look. Skin hydration, skin moisturization, pore reduction is the benefits to this. I probably would have gotten the ABH one, but this is like, I don't know, it's like primer infused or something. It's like gel, so not gel, but like a putty, like, you know, it's just that like really silky smooth putty formula. And because I swatched both of them, I was like, ooh, you know, the ABH was really pretty and very blinding, like ABH can do. And not that the formula was like hard by any means. ABH has done good highlighters for us in the past. This one in the benefit, I think these enrich my collection a little bit more because they're kind of a unique hybrid gel formula that tends to look more natural on the skin. Maybe not the most long lasting, but glassy-like, but still intense. Look at that cheek. Stop it. Stop it. Natasha. Yeah, that's really pretty. It's kind of glassy. Oh, did I tell you I have mine in 01 light and it comes in 4 different shades? They go light, medium, dark, and then like deep. So they're all kind of the same principle that they're meant to look glass-like and kind of be of a similar tone. There wasn't anything pink, which I would have liked to see. Anyway, I just love pink highlighters. That's part of why I'm saying that. Okay, that was stunning. I mean, do you need it for that much money? You absolutely do not. Charge us less and make less, would you? I shouldn't say that because I know a bunch of people that just use like 1 foundation, 2 foundations, you know? Let's move on to this. This is still listed as new. It's the Glow La La Blurring Powder Highlighter for $38. Fucking prices are wild. It's the Longwear Baked Glow La La Blurring Powder Highlighter. Gives a seamless glass-like glow to the skin. Super fine powder highlighter gives a light reflecting glass-like gleam with a 12-hour long wear. Contains super fine pearl pigments and skin-loving sunflower seed oil. Available in multiple shades for a soft blurred focused effect. Now this one comes in 6 shades, and this one did come with a pink shade, which I think I got. Yes, I did. Aurora, which is fair light pink. Now I did not have my eye on this. I saw these on Trend Mood's page when they were new on Instagram, Trend Mood 1, and I was like, why? I don't need that. That doesn't like appeal to me. But in store, they again look very putty-like. And I swatched it and I was like, ooh, I might even like this more than Natasha. It's it feels like air. It's very, very lightweight, very lightweight packaging. That's all I'm gonna say. But look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I can't. And then when I touched it, I'm sorry. Okay, there's Natasha. Let's just leave her there. And then let's put Benefit below. All right. Benefit is not as like finely milled and smooth as Natasha. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, it's classy though. You know, it maybe is not as natural as Natasha, but I as hell am not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Unless it's glittery, then I'm sorry. Not as smooth as Natasha. Can you guys see? Should I try a more dense brush? No. Use the brush you always use. It's the highlighter's fault. Okay. All right, not as smooth as Natasha's. I mean, it's blinding. I'm blinding. Are you blind? Are you blind yet? It's blinding. But this one melts into the skin. Melts. This one, I don't know. It kind of melts, you guys, but I'm doing extra. It's not as smooth. You saw that on the swatch. It's still really pretty, and I don't regret it. Not one freaking bit. I've been wearing so many glowy, dewy blushes lately. I haven't been wearing a lot of highlighters. I'm wearing so much freaking sunscreen on my chest. This necklace just keeps getting stuck. All right, so these two things from MAC here are an awful waste of money. I shouldn't say that. It's just that they're very expensive. They're $25 a piece. Makeup is just wild. Like $25 for a lip liner. I don't know. You can only have so many freaking colors until it stops enhancing your collection. All right, I got mine in the shade Ribbon, which is a cherry red. Let's talk about it for 25 bucks. It's a glossy liner and a softly shiny lip liner that I don't know what I'm reading. The glossy liner is a softly shiny lip liner that lines, fills, and visibly volumizes for fuller looking lips, all in one easy glide, glaze on juicy definition, or fill in lips all over with bubbly, creamy color. It's lightweight, it's gel cream texture, it's a satin-like shine, blendable and buildable, nourishing, hydrates lips, comfortable and smooth, adds a defined sheen to the lips. It has jojoba oil and meadow foam seed oil, and it comes in 8 different shades. I'm telling you, I started with a really neutral shade or like a mauve-y pink shade, and then I was like, what? Get something cool. And that was it, because I paired it with the glassy gloss or whatever the heck this thing is called, and I wanted something red. That was part of it. The gloss kind of propelled me to buy this particular color because I love a red freaking gloss. Semi-sheer, kind of pigmented. I don't know. If it's shiny and it's red, I like it. So I already put this on yesterday, like in the car immediately. And while it's creamy and like maybe it has like a little bit of a satin finish, it doesn't last long. And I've never tried a MAC lip liner before, but like what I really did enjoy most about this was that it's not too intensely pigmented. It really is like a blendable formula and buildable. The buildable thing I don't get a lot with lip liners. They either are or they aren't, you know? And NYX has some satin lip liners too. Sephora does too, for that matter. So like this can't talk and do this at the same time, but this isn't like necessarily an innovative formula. I have drugstore ones that are like a satin finish. It's pretty though. Do you see how it's like just not too intense? Can you see like the little bit of glossiness? Did I do my Cupid's bow even? No, probably not. Don't care. See with like a tiny bit of glossiness to it? Trying not to move my lips when I'm showing you. Anyway, it's $25 freaking. It's still pretty though. I did go to the store for it, so that's on me. I did want this. The thing is with MAC, I like a lot of their products. This says online only on the website or on the app, but like, no, it's not. It's not online only. Get the hell out of here. I literally bought this in store yesterday. All right, let's move on. The shines like glass, feels like air. The high shine look is so low maintenance with this non-sticky, hydrating, and addictive MAC lip glass air gloss that delivers light as air wear and next level nourishing care. Twist my tongue. This retails for $25, so it's the same as the lip liner. To be honest with you, don't you think you should have made the lip liner just a little less expensive? Comes in 13 shades. That's it. Good review so far. far, already 900 reviews. Lipglass Air Non-Sticky Lip Gloss. I mean, MAC is known for their lip products. Many, many, many years. It's supposed to be lightweight, comfortable, hydrates lips instantly and all day, 8 hours, lips appear smoother by visibly reducing the appearance of lines. It has botanical oils in it. I don't know about that. I don't love that. Did I mention the shade that I got, which is Talented? This is a true red shade. Honestly, I tried to do a neutral eye look when I started because I already knew I was gonna put this red on, and then I had to put this last freaking glittery ass shimmer on my eyes from a palette that I was testing, so we're doing it. I don't care. And there she is. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. I can't. Every time I get like a pigmented red or like burgundy shade in these freaking lip glosses that are so freaking shiny, take my money. They already did. Take my money over and over again. I work for you. You guys, I can't. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. I don't make noise all day long. It's reactions like this that literally just keep me buying makeup. Like, watch this. Oh, stop it. I'm shining. Smells like chocolate. I think it's meant to smell like vanilla, but it smells like chocolate. All right, it's pigmented, it's glossy, it's non-sticky. It fades off fast. As I was rubbing my lips in yesterday when I went back to work, because I got these on my lunch break, it fades very, very quickly. Also, the trouble with the lip liner is because it's not a super like lockdown lip liner, it's not a long wear lip liner, it's meant to be more like a satin finish. These colors just ended up blending together 2 seconds after I pressed my lips together. So there's that, you know? I don't know if that's like really what I was looking for. It's fine to be like a satin lip liner, but also if you can't stay, what's the point of being a lip liner? Yeah, anyway, it just fades off very quickly. Final thoughts. Damn. I shopped like perfectly for myself. The only thing that I kind of question is this lip liner because it's not something that I probably will get a shit ton of use out of. This gloss though, I love red glosses. The thing is, this shit gets on your teeth. Okay, my final wrap up. I love everything. We still have to do a wear test today, so I'm gonna do a check-in for you guys now on my phone in natural light so you guys can see the foundation. I mean, you can see everything up close, you know, in case you were wondering what the highlighters look like in natural light, what the blush looks like. Oh, by the way, the blush is one of my favorite friggin' things that I tried today. I'm not gonna lie, I am shocked that I liked this as much as I did. But we will also do a check-in at the very end of the evening so you guys can see how everything is held up. I'm gonna be a wreck. I guarantee this glitter is gonna be like all over my damn face. And here it goes, just transfer into my teeth. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. I will see you guys later this evening. Bye for now. Hey guys, welcome back. It's 7:50. I finished, I just did a big yawn. I finished putting on the foundation and everything at 10:30. I wrapped up at 10:30 in the morning. So that makes it's almost close to 10 hours. We'll just call it 9.5, I guess. I don't know. Am I doing my math right? One of you will correct me if I'm wrong. It was a tricky wear test, I will tell you. Let me start off by showing you guys what it looked like in natural light. It was really pretty. The powder looked good. My face looked smooth. The lip product was fabulous, etc., etc., etc. I mean, honestly, the blush is my favorite part. It looked so blurring and delicious and gorgeous on the skin, and it wasn't too pigmented, and the shade was just absolutely beautiful. I'm being super duper extra in that close-up in natural sunlight, so just like, don't mind me. I think it looked good for the first couple of hours. We did end up going to lunch kind of later in the afternoon. It was probably like 1:30 when we went to lunch, and I do a check-in probably an hour and a half after that. Like, we ate, I dropped my grandma off at home, we went back, I did like one more check-in, and I'll show you guys what that looks like, and I have notes for you. But what I will say is that probably right before we went to lunch, that foundation had sunk into my 11 lines. It looked so cakey around my nose. It was starting to break apart. It was just looking massively cakey and super thick. So then I had to take like my powder foundation and I had to like kind of like pat down and rub away some of the buildup that was happening, the separation that was happening like around my nose and under my eyes, and then my 11 lines up here. It was just looking thick and cakey, but after I did that, it was okay. It was just like, ooh, I think I put too much coverage on was part of it. And also, I think that this foundation, because it's more full coverage than it is medium coverage like it claims, I do think that less is going to be more with this product. So let me show you guys what it looks like at like 4.5 hours. And I do talk in this check-in, so I'll be quiet for a second so you can hear my thoughts. Okay guys, I'm checking in. It's been almost exactly 4 hours. I thought I would talk this one through because it was rough. It was really rough. It was sinking into my 11 lines. it was looking terrible around my nose. Not exactly like in natural light, but it was looking so heavy and absolutely awful. I had to powder, like I had to take a powder foundation and kind of like smooth this out. And I kind of had to like rub some off of my nose. The point is, like, it sunk in and it got, I don't know, like just pretty thick and just pretty heavy. It looks fine now, but it looked so heavy and like it was melting off of my face at one point. So even though it looks like decent now, man, I had to like make it work because it was looking rough right here, just rough and heavy. So we'll see how it looks by the end of the night. I like its finish. I just think it's like kind of thick, you know, sinking in everywhere and then just looking super like heavy on my nose. So I'll probably see you in another 4 hours from now. Okay, bye. I mean, the wear test was actually like pretty good coming back up here now. I did lay down for a little while. You can definitely see I laid more on the right side of my face, so the blush here is almost gone, but here it's still holding up. I love the wear on the blush. I want to say the blush has gotta be probably one of my favorite things, and it wasn't even something I was interested in getting initially. The bronzer is also beautiful. I mean, it's still a little bit on my forehead. I don't know if it's necessarily like on my cheeks. You know, anytime throughout the day, if I lay down, the highlighters usually come off. So that's like kind of a, you know, an unfair how long do they last kind of review. I did like the powder foundation. I didn't mind it under the eyes. I never thought it looked heavy or cakey. It is super finely milled. It never looked bad on the skin. I think that less is more with this foundation because it's a more full coverage foundation. I'm sticking to that 100%. And I want to try it with a sponge moving forward. I don't want to apply it with a brush. It's just going to be too full coverage for me. And even though it felt lightweight and it's a runny formula, the sinking in was just absolutely wild. I will say, like, I'm nice and greasy right now. So this powder foundation from Natasha didn't lock me down like all day, like some of my more matte foundations with powders, but also, guys, it was a heat advisory today. Extremely hot temperatures. It was so, it was disgusting. It was disgusting. And it was humid. It was probably like, you know, 65% humidity. So it wasn't like terrible, but it was so freaking hot. Anyway, I think I'm really going to enjoy the foundation overall. Just a more full coverage foundation. Is it the most matte thing I've ever worn and the most long lasting? No. Do I think it'll last me an entire day at work? Probably. But I would say apply this with a sponge. And honestly, like, don't even go for it unless you like something more medium to full coverage. I love this powder foundation. So far, I'm gonna have to test it on top of a couple of other things, and obviously test it on a day that like I'm working or whatever, where I touch my face less and all of that good stuff. I loved everything. The thing that I probably just could do without was the MAC lip liner. Like, it's the one thing that I just feel like I don't necessarily use enough and already had in less expensive formulas that I really like. I also didn't need this lip gloss, but I did. Look at it. Like, single swipe golden, so good. I mean, it's not the longest lasting, but if you guys just don't like a matte red lip, such a good alternative. Like, look how pigmented it is. It just feels so comfortable. It's like a lip oil. That's what they mean by like non-sticky. It is really super duper smooth. I hope my review today was helpful on these things. Honestly, the blush is the thing that I loved the most. I hate to say it, but I really, really do enjoy that formula. I liked how simple it was. I liked how it went on. I loved the color. I loved how just like natural it looked. It was just, I don't know. It was just a really delicious blush formula. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Okay. As I always say, you guys, if you're not currently subscribed, I'd love to see you subscribe. I'm out of here, and I hope to catch you all in my next video. Bye, guys.